Hello and welcome back to Fluent English. I'm Sam. Today, I want to dive into a topic that's all over the internet. Something that sounds almost too good to be true. Learning a language in your sleep. You've probably seen those videos on YouTube or TikTok. Or maybe you've heard about an app that promises, just play this audio while you're sleeping and you'll wake up fluent. It's an incredibly tempting idea, isn't it? The thought of just closing your eyes, drifting off to sleep, and waking up with a brand new skill. No work, no stress, no late night studying, just pure, effortless learning. But I'm here to tell you, straight up, that's not how it works. Learning a language, a real, tangible skill you can use in a conversation, is a different beast entirely. It demands your full attention. It requires you to notice new words, to focus on grammar, and to put in the effort. In this episode, I'm going to break down exactly why this sleep learning idea is a myth and what you should be doing instead to actually make progress. So, let's get into it. The allure of effortless learning. We live in a fast-paced world. We're all busy, we're all tired, and it's completely natural to look for shortcuts. The idea of learning while you sleep feels like the ultimate life hack, a kind of magic solution. And let's be clear, sleep is incredibly important for learning. It's during sleep that your brain takes all the information you learned during the day, all those new words, all those grammar rules, and consolidates them. It's like your brain is filing away all that new knowledge, making the connections stronger and more permanent. So yes, sleep helps you remember what you've learned, but it doesn't do the initial learning for you. To put it into perspective, think about a baby. If simply listening to sounds while asleep could teach us everything, every newborn would wake up a genius, knowing math, science, history, and every language spoken in their home. But they don't. Babies learn by listening actively, by noticing sounds, by imitating, and by trying again and again. It's a years-long process of active effort. So when someone tells you that playing an audio file while you sleep will teach you English, remember this simple truth. It's too good to be true. The science of attention for decades, scientists have been studying the brain to answer one crucial question. Can we really learn new things while we're asleep? The scientific consensus is a firm and unambiguous no. When you're sleeping, your brain is in a state of rest and recovery. It's not in a state of active focus or high-level information processing. You're not paying attention, and without attention, real learning simply can't happen. Think of attention like a spotlight. When the spotlight of your attention is on, you can clearly see and process what's in front of you. When you're asleep, that spotlight is off. You're in the dark. While some very small studies have shown that the brain might be able to make a simple connection between two things, like a specific sound and a specific smell, this is a far cry from the complex multi-layered process of learning a language. English isn't just one sound or one small connection. It's a vast system of thousands of words, complex grammar rules, subtle tones, and rhythmic patterns. It's a living, breathing thing full of culture and meaning. You cannot possibly absorb all of that while you're unconscious. Why, noticing is the key to learning. Real learning happens when you are awake and fully engaged. It happens when you are listening carefully, repeating words out loud, and writing down sentences. Most importantly, it happens when you are noticing. What exactly is noticing? Noticing is that small, critical moment when your brain registers something new or different and says, "Wait, this is important. I need to pay attention to this." For example, you're listening to a conversation and you hear a phrase you've never heard before. Your brain stops. You might even ask, "What does that mean?" You look up the definition, you repeat it to yourself, and you try to use it in a sentence later. That tiny moment of stopping, focusing, and engaging is where the real learning begins. You can't have those moments of noticing while you're asleep. This isn't just about hearing a sound. It's about consciously noticing sounds, noticing words, and noticing patterns. And that can only happen when your mind is alert and fully aware. A final warning and a path forward. Before we wrap up, I want to give you a strong warning. The internet is full of people who want to sell you easy answers. They'll make big promises about a product or audio file that will magically teach you English overnight. These promises are false. They are simply trying to take your money. A real teacher, someone who genuinely cares about your progress, will tell you the truth. You can absolutely learn English, but it requires time, effort, and consistent practice. So, if learning while you sleep isn't the answer, what is? Here's what actually works. Listen actively. Listen to English. Every single day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Listen to podcasts, watch TV shows, or listen to music. But listen with attention. Notice new words. When you hear a new word, don't just let it pass you by. Pause, look it up, say it out loud, and try to use it. Practice speaking. Don't wait until you're perfect. Start speaking now. Make mistakes. That's how you learn and grow. Review and repeat. Go back to old lessons and review them. Repetition is what makes memories stick. And yes, sleep well, get a good night's sleep. It's your brain's time to solidify what you learned during the day. So, my friends, don't fall for the lie of learning in your sleep. Believe in yourself. Believe in your effort. Believe in the power of your own mind. Learning English is an incredible journey, and you absolutely can do it. But you have to give it your time, your attention, and your effort. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really hope this episode has helped you see the truth about learning. There's no magic solution, no secret trick you can use while you're sleeping. The real power is in your hands, in your brain, and in the effort you put in every single day. Learning English is a journey, and you're already on it. Don't let anyone tell you it's easy or that you can buy a shortcut. Believe in the process of honest, focused work. Believe in yourself. I know you can do this. So, Let's make a deal. Today, don't just listen. Practice. Even just 5 minutes of active listening and repetition is a massive step forward. Stay strong, stay focused, and keep learning. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.